¿Qué tal, amigos de Acereros? Nos encontramos con otro de los refuerzos para la Furia Azul. Se trata del pitcher derecho Rob Whalen. Rob, bienvenido a Monclova y a la familia Acereros. Welcome to Monclova and the Acereros family.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Okay, la primera pregunta sería platicar un poco sobre su experiencia en las grandes ligas. Rob, you pitched in the major from 2016 to 2018. What do you remember the most about your time in the bigs?
Probably just being in the big leagues, honestly. 2016 with Atlanta, that was my second team. I came up with the Mets, so I actually grew up a Mets fan, and the Braves are our rivals. So going to the Braves was something I didn't like at first, but they gave me a great opportunity. So just the opportunity to get to the big leagues with them, and that whole year in 2016 when I debuted was just the most fun I've ever had.
Prácticamente nos habla sobre creció siendo fan de los Mets de Nueva York, pero su debut en grandes ligas fue con los Bravos de Atlanta y una gran rivalidad. No estaba muy contento cuando fue para allá, pero evidentemente se asume esa responsabilidad. 2016 pasó todo el año con el equipo, fue su debut. Y lo que más recuerda o sus más gratos momentos en ligas mayores fue estar en la gran carpa. Ahora le voy a platicar una historia sobre un pelotero. En el 2019, juego 7, serie final, apenas la segunda vez que Acereros llegaba a una serie final, y apareció un personaje con home run para empatarlo y después con un doble para ganar y darle el primer título a la Furia Azul. Let me tell you a story. Back in 2019, Acereros reached the Mexican League Championship Series just for the second time in the history of the franchise. Wow. Down 5-2 in Game 7, this guy, Érick Aybar.
Érick Aybar,
He hit a 3-run homer to tie the game. A couple of innings later, hit a double, made Acereros champion for the first time in the Mexican League.
Really?
You were with Érick Aybar when you debuted in the majors. Tell me a little bit about that game and Érick.
Yeah, he was my shortstop in my debut. I was only up there at the end of the year, but so maybe 3 weeks or so. But I remember Érick being one of those veteran guys that was super welcoming to a lot of the young guys that were coming up at that time. He's a veteran, man. He knew how to play the game. He was up there for a long time. So to be around those guys, for me, a young kid at that time, 22, was just super special, and I just tried to soak it all in. But he was super nice to me.
Érick Aybar, que estuvo como shortstop en el juego en que debutó y de hecho ganó. Rob lo recuerda muy bien como un veterano que siempre estuvo dando consejos y que era parte importante tener ese tipo de peloteros en el grupo. Lo recuerda muy bien y también con mucho cariño. Sabemos que creciste como fan de los Mets de Nueva York. ¿Cómo fue tu juventud? Y platícanos también un poco sobre tus jugadores favoritos de los Mets. You grew up a Mets fan. Who did you like as a player, and how was your childhood like?
Yeah, grew up a Mets fan. My family's from New York, from Queens specifically. So grew up watching Mets games with my parents, and actually got drafted by them too, so it was super cool. But growing up, man, I loved Mike Piazza. I always wanted to be a catcher, wanted to do everything he did. Was my favorite player. And then once he moved on, it was David Wright, third baseman. Again, I wanted to be an infielder growing up, catcher. Wanted to hit, never really wanted to be a pitcher, but that's how it worked out. So growing up, man, just always doing baseball stuff, wiffle ball, whatever I could do. I tell kids now when I work with them, like, got to get extra reps in, got to practice, do all that, and it seems like a chore for a lot of those kids. But for me growing up, that's just what I did for fun. That was fun for me. I didn't play video games. I just always had a ball in my hand, a bat, whatever I could do to swing and play baseball. That's what I did.
Sus papás son de Queens, Nueva York. Él veía los juegos de los Mets con sus papás. Su jugador favorito, Mike Piazza, y trataba de emular y hacer todo lo que Mike Piazza quería ser catcher. Después, cuando se fue a otro equipo, siguió a David Wright, tercera base, quería ser infielder. Nunca pensó en ser pitcher, seguía a esos peloteros, pero las cosas cambiaron. Ahora practica mucho con niños y nota que a algunos de ellos como que les cuesta trabajo, les molesta hacer actividades en el béisbol, practicar, pero para Rob siempre fue una bendición. Siempre estar trabajando y hacer todo alrededor del béisbol es una pasión. Me imagino que estuviste siguiendo los juegos de Italia por Mike Piazza. I'm thinking you followed Italy in the World Baseball Classic.
I did. I tried to get on that team, but it was a little too late.
Trató de inclusive unirse al equipo, pero ya fue demasiado tarde. ¿Qué has escuchado de la Liga Mexicana de Béisbol y con quién hablaste? What have you heard about the Mexican League and who did you talk about it?
I've heard nothing but good things. A lot of positive, remarks from former guys that were out here. I know Addison Russell pretty well. We played travel ball together in high school. So I kept in touch with him. I saw he was out here last year, had a great year. He spoke very highly of the team, and he was kind of my connection getting here and getting in touch with the team. Chris Carter, I faced him in the big leagues. I got to talk to him a little more, but I faced him when he was with Milwaukee in 2016. Logan Moore, played with him before in the Arizona Fall League. So there's a lot of familiar faces, and like I said, I've heard nothing but good things, and I'm just looking forward to the competition and new experience.
Solamente he escuchado cosas buenas de la Liga Mexicana. Alguien con quien tuve la oportunidad de platicar y de hecho influyó para que vinieras, Addison Russell, que sé que jugó aquí, tuvo una gran temporada. Con él estuve en la preparatoria, un equipo que viajaba y platiqué mucho con él. Enfrenté a Chris Carter en Grandes Ligas, tengo que hablar un poco más con él ahora que estamos aquí. Caras familiares, incluso también con Logan Moore. En fin, está listo para el reto de pichar en Liga Mexicana. Háblanos un poco de tus fortalezas como pitcher. Can you tell us about your strengths as a pitcher?
Sure. I think for me, over the course of time, I've had to learn who I am as a pitcher, and I know who I'm not as a pitcher as well. And I think that's important. So for me, I like to challenge guys. I like to pitch to contact. I rely on my movement. I throw a lot of sinkers, some sliders, changing speeds, just trying to keep guys off balance, right? I think that's the name of the game for pitchers. But that's something I really try to embrace. I don't throw overly hard, but I got enough on my fastball to use it when I need to. But I like to kind of have a craft behind what I'm doing and try not to do things the same way over and over again, if that makes sense. So for me, I like to compete. I think that's the biggest compliment I've ever gotten from people is I always compete. Whether it's a good day or a bad day, I'm going to go out there and I'll give you everything I got.
Me gusta competir, sea un buen día o un mal día, competir. Ha pasado mucho tiempo para descubrir qué clase de pitcher soy, qué clase de pitcher no soy. Me gusta mucho cambiar velocidades, los pitcheos con movimiento, sinker, slider y un pitcher de contacto, que le ponga la pelota en juego. No tiene una recta de tanto poder, pero también le gusta retar a los bateadores. Son las fortalezas que tiene como serpentinero. ¿Cuáles son tus metas para el 2023? What are your goals for the upcoming season?
My goals are simple, man. Obviously, I just want to win. I think I'm 29 now. I've been to a ton of different organizations and teams and been all over, and just played winter ball for the first time. Finally won a championship 10 years in. So that's just what I'm chasing. I just want to win, play meaningful baseball, be around a lot of good teammates, and new experiences. A chance to come here to Mexico and play in a new league for me. Again, just challenge myself against some of the best competition. So it's more of a team thing for me. And then obviously I have personal goals. I want to pitch well every time I'm out there. I want to, maybe get an opportunity to go to, overseas or something like that. But for me, it's just trying to do my best every day and give us a chance to win.
Tratar de hacerlo mejor todos los días, que el equipo pueda ganar. Sabe que el tema es el equipo ganar, pero en cuestiones personales también quiere ganar. 10 años en el mundo del béisbol y viene de una experiencia en invierno en donde ganó su primer campeonato, así que el objetivo es ese, ganar, encontrarse, retar a los jugadores, el nivel que tiene el circuito. Es ganar prácticamente el objetivo. Rob Whalen, bienvenido a los acereros. Muchísimas gracias. Welcome to Monclova.
Thank you.